Hi friend, I'm Myra with Vial Designs, and in today's video I'm going to walk you step by step on how to create a beautiful and super easy to make happy birthday hand lettering card. I'm also going to show you how to get access to the happy birthday lettering worksheet that I created for you, so stay tuned until the end of this video to see how you can grab it for free. I create calligraphy and lettering videos just like this one every week, so be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Let's get started. This is what we're going to be using for our hand letter birthday card. So the first is paper, of course, and what I did is that I'm using this mixed media paper from Canson, and it's 7 inches by 10, so I just got one page from there and folded in half. We're also going to be using this Karin Brush Pens. These are the colors that I'm using. I'm going to put the link to them down below, but you can use any water-based pens that you have. I'm also going to be using the Monoline Studio Pen 03, and you just need a marker that it won't smudge with the water, and that's one of the reasons why I love this one. And I'm also going to be using, this is an Arteza water brush pen. If you don't have one of these, I just love them because it's convenient, because it has the water inside. But if you don't have one of these, just grab some water and a regular brush pen. That is going to work just fine. And last but not least, I'm going to be using these oil-based paint pen from Craftsmart, and this is what I'm gonna be doing the lettering with. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So first I unfolded the card. I found that it's easier for me to work like that, and the first thing that we're gonna use our water brush, and we're gonna squeeze it a little bit so we can get some of the water out, and we're going to paint with the water, and I'm doing sort of like a circle shape. And then I'm gonna grab one of the markers and I'm gonna dab it into the parts where I painted with the water, as you can see here. And this is how we're going to create the watercolor effect with these markers and the water brush. If you see that the color is not vibrant enough, like you see here, just grab your pen and just go over it again. I'm using here a scrap piece of paper to clean the water brush so it doesn't get into the next watercolor background that I'm going to make. And this that I'm using here is a heat gun, which is very helpful to speed up the drying process. And moving on to the next color, just do the same thing. Use your water brush to paint with a little bit of water. And remember, this brush, you have to squeeze it for the water to come out, and then use another color to create the watercolor effect. Another thing you can do to speed up the drying process is just grab a rag and just dab it to remove the excess of water, and this is going to help you with the drying process. And I am repeating the process again to add one more watercolor background. I'm doing 3 because I'm going to be painting 3 balloons, but you can do as many or as little as you want on your card. And now we're going to draw rectangles and color them inside. This is where our happy birthday lettering is going to be. So just make sure the rectangles are big enough for the lettering to fit in. And if you want to add a longer message, then you can also draw more rectangles as well. Now that the watercolor background is completely dry, I'm going to be using the Pigeon Letters Monoline Pen 03 to doodle some balloons. Now it's time to write happy birthday, and I'm gonna be using this oil-based paint pen, and I always shake it a lot before starting. Using your best lettering, write happy birthday inside the black rectangles that we drew previously. And this is real-time lettering. I wanted to keep it real-time so you can see how slow you should be writing when you're doing calligraphy or lettering. If you like this style of block lettering and want to practice it, I made a free block lettering worksheet for you. You can download it from my blog at vialdesigns.com/happy birthday lettering. And I think you can totally leave this happy birthday card like this, but I wanted to add it a little bit more color, so I'm doing these stars and dots around the card. I love how simple this card is to make and how beautiful it turns out. Let me know in the comments what you think. Also, let me know what other DIY lettering calligraphy cards tutorials you would like to see here. Thank you for watching.